I'm using AI less than I was 3 months ago. And honestly, I think it makes me more valuable as an engineer. Let me explain. As a full stack developer, my work looked like building dashboard, implementing new features, fixing bugs, perform any additional testing, and putting business needs into actionable items and technical code. I use the help of GitHub Copilot Agent mode a lot. And before then, I would I'll ask the agent to implement something for me or to see if anything was wrong. I actually felt good about it and that I was shipping things and fixing things using just the ask mode, or even eventually I was using everything with the agent, which speed up the process a lot, and it really didn't make any errors. I was even using it to make my commits and publish a new branch, or moving all my commits from a previous one repo into new GitLab repos. My work now in SRE looks like having KTs with teammates and me going through the documentation and entire Confluence pages and seeing how a pattern is implemented, and seeing the design architecture and collaborating with the app teams. I still use AI, but I use it to give me examples of AWS services and understanding the concepts behind the actions and the things that we perform. The frequency of AI dropped a lot. I no longer use it for my entire development work, understanding, debugging, and committing. And with the less frequency of AI, I actually see that my understanding going up a lot more. This is an example I experienced last week where AI couldn't really help me. I was stuck following through an onboarding story that is deploying and seeing how the Artemis alarm works in AWS using my existing knowledge. But the Confluence pages were not really up to date, or that some of the links and steps and procedures were quite confusing to use. And as I followed through it, I saw that I needed to implement the alarm via GitLab and Terraform. That is fine. I followed the steps and instructions, but looks like the alarm wasn't already deployed in AWS, even though it seemed like the documentation said that it was, and it already gave us the CI and CD pipelines. I went into the repo, I worked with ChatGPT, and I found out that there was a folder mismatch, basically a typo, and a version mismatch, and that is why it caused the Lambda alarm to not be deployed in AWS. The issue is that I did spend a lot of time to get to the final solution. But for me to learn the story, I just wanted to see how it is implemented. I wanted to see how it works under the hood and to see the actual outcome. Fixing GitLab Terraform pipelines and finding the errors it's fine. But what really helped me the most was I asked a team member, and he gave me a direct yes or no answer to see if he went through the other route, which is local execution. And with his answer, I went straight ahead to local execution. I read how it's supposed to be executed, and I was able to unblock myself. Using AI less makes me more valuable now, because as a junior full stack developer, GitHub Copilot could do almost exactly what I needed to do. It could really essentially replace me in all, if not the complete development work. In SRE, I'm doing the work that really requires a lot of institutional knowledge, system understanding, and most importantly, human relationships. And AI can't do that just yet. I can see AI replaces the work where I don't know the why, but it can replace the work where the why is the entire job. If you're using AI a lot right now and feeling productive, we are exactly in the same situation, and that's okay. The work that will protect our career is the work where we know the why. Leave a comment below. When has you last solved something that AI couldn't?